Welcome to the Christian Rewire channel. Black people, who are one of the world's largest ethnic groups, have a fascinating history that is even mentioned in the Bible. It's interesting to note that the Bible even mentions the origins of Africans, including their kings and queens. In this video, you'll find some fun facts about the biblical ancestors of Black and African people. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and leave a like based on what you read in the Bible. The three sons of Noah, Shem, Cam, and Japheth, are the ancestors of every living person on earth. This includes individuals of color, whose Hamite heritage may be traced down to Ham. Ham, a son of Noah, is related to Shem and Japheth, who stand for the smaller European and Asian peoples and the Semitic peoples, Arabs, Jews, Syrians, etc. People who were descended from Can or Rami, one of Noah's sons, were originally called Hamites or Amit in the Bible, specifically in the book of Genesis. With only 8 survivors from the deluge, it fell on Noah and his 3 sons to carry on Adam's and his father's lineage. 3 sons and 3 daughters-in-law were born to Noah and his wife. In the Bible, Ham, son of Noah, is regarded as the ancestor of African and Black peoples. His name is consistently linked to Africa. In fact, the Book of Psalms lists him as the ancestor of the ancient Egyptians. It is worth noting that in antiquity, rabbinical traditions, ancient Jewish tales, and other ancient traditions consistently identified him as the ancestor of African peoples. Moreover, every interpretation of Ham's offspring points to African countries and peoples. There is some intriguing information about the lineage of Ham, also known as the Hamite peoples, in chapter 10 of the book of Genesis between verses 6 and 14. The name Ham means burned or dark in Hebrew, Aramaic, and other ancient languages, which may be a reference to their skin tone. The text introduces the descendants of Ham, including Kush, the father of various African peoples, and Mizraim, the father of the ancient Egyptians. It's worth noting that Egypt is referred to as Mizraim by Arabs, Jews, Syrians, and other peoples, as it was founded by one of Ham's sons. Other sons of Ham include Put, also known as Phut, and Canaan, the father of the Canaanites, not the Africans. It's crucial to understand that Canaan represents a distinct region in people. The sons of Kush Nimrod, an ancestor of the Sumerian people who fled to Assyria from ancient Babylon, founded 2 or 3 cities during Ramasheba's reign. In addition, Mizrahi was the ancestor of the Luddites, a group of North African peoples that included the Anamites, Lehabis, Naphshuites, Patricide, and Casualites. From this group came the Philistines and pickpockets. Cush, the firstborn son of Ham, was the progenitor of numerous nations and peoples. Among these are the Ethiopians and the inhabitants of Nubia, which was formerly known as the Kingdom of Kush. However, Kush's influence extended far beyond these 2 regions. The ancient Sumerians and the Kingdom of Kush were also descendants of Kush. Many people think that the native inhabitants of South India, as well as those from neighboring regions, are of Kushite origin, just as many people from other parts of Africa, such the Malians, trace their ancestry back to Nimrod, the disobedient son of Kush. Ethiopians, Kenyans, Congolese, and Bantus from Gabon are all called Kush in the Bible. The name literally means Ethiopia or Black Bush. Kush was also the father of Kano, Mizraim, and Mizrahi. Many North African peoples, notably Berbers and dark-skinned Tuaregs, trace their lineage back to Mizrahi, who is also thought to have been the ancestor of the ancient Egyptians. In the book of Psalms, chapter 78, verse 51, it is mentioned that he smote all the firstborn in Egypt, the firstfruits of manhood in the tents of Ham. In addition to Mizrahi, Cam also had a son named Put or Future. This fascinating fact is shared by all Semitic peoples, including the Arameans, Arabs, and Israelites. The designation Mizrahi is used in several ancient languages, including Aramaic, Hebrew, and Arabic. One intriguing fact is that the African tribal hunters who used the term Put, meaning foot, as a noun got it from the word landmark. Considered the progenitor of the indigenous Black Libyans and other African peoples, Put is also the subject of many speculation over the origins of the infamous curse of Ham or Canaan that appears in Genesis 9. The video does not center on the textual interpretation that states Noah's son Ham did not assist him after he became drunk, but rather mocked him by telling his brothers that he was nude and drunk. It may appear that Noah exaggerated when he cursed Canaan, but at that time, respect for one's father was almost sacred. Some readings of the texts imply that Noah would have drunk accidentally while growing grapes, something no one had ever done before, and gotten drunk without realizing it, which is why God didn't punish him. It's worth noting that Cam, his three other children, Kush, Mizraim, and Put, are originally from African peoples. It's important to stress that the black peoples were not cursed, but Canaan, the father of the Canaanites who inhabited the Middle East, was. Canaan, the ancestor of the Canaanite or Canaanite peoples, is cursed. We know that Cam is the ancestor of all African and South Indian peoples. Cam lived a very long life because he was born before the flood. He enjoyed a much longer lifespan, witnessing even the fifth and sixth generation of his family and ancestry. Interestingly, just like Shem, Cam lived to be approximately 600 years old. There is no precise confirmation of his age, but it is likely that he reached 600 years old, just like his brother Mark. The exact location of Cam's tomb is unknown. However, there are theories and studies that suggest it could be in the Ethiopian region or even Nubia. Some even claim that he is buried there. It is exciting to consider the possibility that he is interred in Egypt, a land shrouded in mystery where the remains of long-dead individuals are unearthed on a regular basis. We learn more about Noah's family, the three generations, and Ham's old age in the Book of Jubilee. This ancient Jewish text, which was thought to be accurate during the time of Christ, details the genealogy of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. According to earlier accounts, Ham strongly opposed his youngest son Canaan's choice to settle in the land that Shem had given him, which is now called Israel. In the Book of Jubilees, it is mentioned that Ken and his son Canaan had disagreements about who should own what land. The brothers Kush and Mizraim of Canaan, as well as their father Ham, were disapproving of Canaan's choice to live in the land of Shem, which is now Israel. Canaan disobeyed their father's orders and remained there, ignoring their wishes. According to the Book of Jubilees, the first city and province were both founded by Ham. He renamed the city Male Tamlock after his beloved wife after the flood. To all those who have watched this far, I would greatly appreciate it if you could hit the like button and then share the video or subscribe to my channel. I will see you all soon.